What about now? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. 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 Okay, good. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know why it does that sometimes. It likes to change my default microphone occasionally. Occasionally it likes to change my default microphone. I'm out of ideas, guys. I don't know what to run from the new set. I don't think there's a single thing that I can run from the new set that I haven't done already. I don't know. I've done so many. I've used so many of the new cards, and none of them are very good. Let's say hello to Sharkmouth, Scarecrow, the Angry Chemist, TK Tiger Cat, Phoenix Love, welcome. We're also going to say hi to Summer, Joe LeBlow, Abomination, Karl Lamaface, King of Crads, Autumn Harvester. Yeah, I've done a lot, guys. I've done a lot, and I'm not sure what to do next. Really, I'm kind of at a dead end. Hey, well, that's great to hear, Sharkmouth. Oh yeah, now you're in for it. Now you're in for it, Sharkmouth. Now you're really in for it. Now you're really in for it. How do we got 20 people here? How do we got 20 people here and 9 likes? That's the real question. Hamani, welcome. First time chatter, welcome to the show. Black Dragon, go nuts. Hazard aggro is the way. I don't know about that. I kind of want to do maybe some Dimir. It's one of the few things that people will tolerate. What kind of Dimir are you using, Sharkmouth? Cravo Reanimate? I don't want to use Cravo Reanimate. I did it already, you know? I do, yeah, I do paper magic. I have a whole paper magic channel. Did you know? Lord Sephiroth, how you doing? Yes, this is why I recommended the Stella Bravo Actuals deck here. The turn 2 Terran Tusk actually pumps Seasoned Warren Guard pretty nicely. One white mana wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to draw right now. One white mana to get Beauregard and Phineas Gage down wouldn't be the worst thing. We'll see. Y'shtola deck. Interesting. I like Y'shtola. Let me pull it up for you. Boom. There you go. We don't want that. Probably gonna lose. Dun, dun, dun. So what do we do for... That's the question that I have to ask myself. What do we do for the Dimir deck? How long has it been since we've done skeletons? I'd go back to skeleton aggro. We didn't get a single fucking card of removal. Not one. One fucking Sheltered by Ghost would have fixed us. But we didn't hit one of them. Why would we? Hun the Mark, Heck Dies. That sounds crazy, Sharkmouth. We didn't get a single fucking piece of removal there. What do we add to blue? What do we blue out with? Sorry, I had a green and white. Quest to do. Cravo. Grixis. That's Morbius. Hey, subscribed. We have a hype train. Hamani subscribed. Black tries to erase the past, Blues tries to do the future. I'm looking at new Dimir cards. What could we add? Elemental villain. Sure, you can link me Abomination. We haven't used Belly on the Parch yet. Cast an artifact from your hand with a value less than a number. Put an ingenuity counter. When Wretch enters, look at the top 9 cards. Exile the rest of them. Wretch, Speedway Saboteur. Where'd you link it, Abomination? What has been my favorite set this year? Final Fantasy by far. By far. Yeah, I already did one like this. Abomination. Nobody watched it. It's probably why you didn't see it. Nobody fucking watched it when I did it. Thank you, though. I did one, though. Very, very close to this. Slightly different, but close. Close. Yeah, deck techs in what way? I mean, I do a deck tech every time I do a video. I break down what the deck does and how it's supposed to work. What do you mean specifically, Hamani? Pinnacle Path. Maximum hand size is 8. Sure, you can send me a deck right now. I'll take a look at it. Especially now that we're in the building phase. Man, I just don't think any of these are strong enough to break through. Bellion is like the only thing that's really... Hey, what's up, Team Rocket? Wrath. Lost in Lajara. Tanuki fam, how you doing? I mean, you're just going to send me the Phoenix Lord. You're just going to send me the arena version of it so I can take a look at. You'd have to... I'm not going to... You just send me a photograph of a paper deck. I just make it an arena and send it to me so I can look at it here. Don't send me a picture of a paper deck. Upload the paper deck into here. And then I'll take a look at it in arena version and see what I think. Hey, Hillbilly, how you doing, man? Watchers on the road. Nil, Vessel of Vagaboth, Relax the Accursed. Aggressive Symbiosis. I heard that they were asking people in the... I saw that they had been asking people in the whatchamacallit. I don't know if anybody listed me. I didn't really badmouth Spider-Man. I feel like I said there's some hidden gems in here. I didn't never encourage people not to fucking take it. I'm out here every night struggling trying to show people the hidden gems of shit you can do. You know? I have seen it, yeah. I did it, as a matter of fact. I always say that I love this game and I want to see people play it. I'm never going to say don't play Magic. The only time I tell people that if they're like, I'm burning out, Jay, I can't do it anymore, I don't want to play, I say take a break and come back when the new set hits. You know, my livelihood and my channel depends on people playing Magic. So it behooves me to not tell people it doesn't make sense for me to tell people hey, you shouldn't play any Magic. Babs, I don't think we're doing mono blue, but I do want to try to add some new cards in. Skyvex the Augmenter. I might go for some Skyvex the Augmenter. I have done that, Schismatics. Unfortunately, Phyrexians aren't in, they're not in standard right now. It does seem like they are trying to figure out if Spider-Man did bad because of content creators. It does kind of seem that way. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's really what they're saying or if they're just asking. It is strange that they're asking. Can I say that? It is very strange that they are asking, hey, did content creators make you not like Spider-Man? Do you think that may have something to do with it? That's an odd thing to say. Especially if they're just like, what content creators do you watch? I feel like it would have been a little bit more received better, perhaps, I guess is the right thing to say. I think that people would have been like, okay, well, they're just trying to figure out where I'm at. They're just trying to see where I'm at with this. But to go like, so did the negative coverage from content creators make you not like this? I feel like that's a completely different question at that point. I feel like you're asking a very different thing when you go, which content creators made you, who was it that you talked to who made you not really like what we're doing here? I feel like those are two vastly different questions. And the way that they phrased it was a little bit odd. So yeah, I mean, listen, yeah, that Karl Llamaface, that's kind of how it came out. It came out strange like that. Like, it came out weird. It came out a very strange thing to say, you know? Yeah, Snow pulled the first pack she opened, had a Soul Stone in it. So she got her soul stone, which we'll probably sell. But yeah, that's a strange thing to say. So what content creators did you talk to that negatively talked about the set, and is that what made you not like it? Odd, right? That's odd. It's not really what we're going for there. Cravo. Zandy, Dark Mage. Hack the network. So there's two things at work. There was kind of an issue of power level of what we have here, and there's also just burnout. There's just good old-fashioned burnout. People are just, they're getting a lot of magic, and it's hard to keep up. I think that it was a combination of a few things. I don't think it was any one thing. Discord is the best way. Discord. Yeah, I mean, there's a few sets. I think that they are under the impression that Universes Beyond is a license to print money. And I think that this didn't do that. And they're saying, okay, why is it not working this time? We did everything right. Why is our money printer, why did it not print as much money? You know, what I think they're just trying to figure out what the problem specifically was this time. But I think it came off kind of weird. Oh, Phoenix, bro, I didn't not know you were telling me about a fucking Commander deck, dude. I know nothing about Commander. I know fucking next to nothing about Commander. Especially these Assassin's Creed cards. I could not tell you if this is good or not. It looks good. I'm flipping through it right now. It looks fine. But I'm not a Commander player. Like I've played Commander, but I am not like the authority on this shit. Looking through it, it looks fine. It should work. But I know nothing about Commander meta. Yeah, I'm not. That is way out of my wheelhouse of expertise. Looks great. Maybe consider a little bit more card draw. You have a lot of removal and counter spells. You're kind of relying on your commander to draw cards, but he's a 5-drop. So maybe do something like just to make sure you keep a flow of cards in your hand. That's the only thing that I can notice off the top of my head that I might be able to help with is go with something like you know, Star Charts is not a bad one to just look and get the specific card you need, or, you know, stock up. I don't see a lot of specific draw cards on there, as it were. So maybe something like stock up or Star Charts might be a good one. But I am not by no means am I a Commander expert. Yeah, it wasn't even a secret layer. It was supposed to be like one of those mini sets, and they realized people don't like the mini sets, so they kind of forced it open into a lot of other things, and it didn't quite get there. Destroy. Exile. Hopefully that helps a little bit. That's the only thing that I could see off the top of my head. Well, Lorwyn's been in the works for like 3 years. I don't think that Lorwyn had anything really to do with I don't think they hit Lorwyn because this didn't do good, because they had been talking about the return to Lorwyn for quite a while. There was a lot of things going against Spider-Man. It has a very strange modern setting. It is a very small set. It has a lot of legendaries, which limits your options. It just has a lot of things that make it weird. I wouldn't say even bad. It's strange. I would say more than anything, it's a strange set. You know, it has a weird digital release. It has a weird... It just is odd. It's just a very... You know, I just don't know exactly what we were supposed to think about it, you know? It's hard to say what exactly the goal was. Yeah, that was the other thing. It's clunky to draft because it's small. The power level is not that high, and a lot of the shit is legendaries, meaning that you can't really do what you want to do with it. So you're in a weird situation all around about what exactly to do. Yeah, so it's hard to say that anything specific was the problem. You know? There was like a lot of different small problems that all kind of pulled against it. Yeah, it heavily focused on synergy between spiders, which means it didn't really fit in with the rest of whatever the hell else was going on. It's just a very odd set, you know? It's just very strange. So again, it's very difficult for me to say any one specific thing was the problem. I think if you fixed any one of those problems, you'd still have problems. And I wouldn't say that... Yeah, and there's good cards in it. There's cards that I'm going to continue to use, you know. There's 100% cards that I'll continue to use and will be useful going forward. Morlun, a.k.a. Luis, that Villainous Wrath, those are bangers. I love them. Those are probably going to be going in a lot of different decks. But a lot of the other stuff is I don't really know what to do with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't really know where to go from some of these other cards, man. There's just not... For example, Spider-Punk, a.k.a. Ezra, Lord of the Swarm. That's an awesome card. It's a 2-drop that gives everything else... that gives every other card Riot. However, it gives every other Spider Riot. How many more Spider decks could I possibly run with that? So, you know, that's so limited in what we can do. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, it's a great card. It's a great card for playing that. It's a great card for pushing spider decks, but how many spider decks could I possibly push at one go, you know? That's the question. Like, where am I after that? Where do I go? Timeline crawler. Boom, boom. Tragic Trajectory. Case of the Stash Skellington. So yeah, there's just a lot of weird problems. It's not one thing. You have to play that one blue ley line. I might put that in there, Black Dragon. Hey, thank you so much. Really enjoyed the Parker. Hey, what's up, Turb Gobbler? You got your nuclear reactor? But anyways, those are my thoughts on the strange odyssey that was Spider-Man. It's a lot of compounded little problems. I don't know if we can blame any one specific thing. There's just a lot of little weird quirks about the set that just take it in a strange direction. That it's hard to pin down what precisely went wrong. Nobody liked the Parker. I was surprised. I thought Orzhov was going to blow up, but the deck I put up today, people really didn't like it. Nobody watched it. They clicked on it and then clicked off. Very surprising to see. Boom. I'll take a Gloom Lake, sure. I never know anymore. Hey, what's up, Stella Bravo? Bulk Dragon. You blame Corn Dog Jones? Oh, that's funny. That's pretty funny. I think Avatar is going to be better. It makes more narrative sense. It makes a lot more cohesive narrative sense. It doesn't appear to have a lot of the weird problems that some of the other decks do. So, yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think Avatar is a little bit more popular. It makes more, again, it makes more, a little bit more sense to have what have you in them. What formats do I play in paper? If I play paper, I usually play standard, believe it or not. I know I'm the last paper standard player in the world, but I do play commander every now and again. But the thing when I say I'm not a good commander player is, what I mean is I'm not good at, I don't know the commander meta. If you're going to take a commander deck to like a fucking something or other, I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what to tell you about commander that's going to make it good or not. I don't know the meta. I don't know what cards are good, what cards you need, what cards you don't need. I know nothing about that. If I play commander, I play very casually, and I have no idea about all the other cards. I know it through the lens of Brawl, and that's it. Hey, Buggyman, 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 Buggyman. Commander is not my forte, and let me tell you, when I say I play commander, I play like one game every couple of months. So I don't even understand what commanders are talking about half the time. I'll go on Twitter and there'll be some sort of commander controversy and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe that they are XYZ with this card and that, you know, oh my god, it's a game changer, because I just heard that, you know, everyone who is running the new hot flonker, the flonker green black, everyone's been running flonker green black, but now we're only getting blah 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 for this new card that, and I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They're talking about a bunch of different cards and mechanics and things that people like and don't like, and there's the whole tier system to rate things. I don't understand any of that. I know nothing about what's going on with the Commander meta. Yeah, nobody plays Standard anymore. Nobody plays anything but in paper but Commander, which is, you know, odd. When people were like, oh my god, they banned Mana Crypt, I have to throw myself off a bridge. I did not understand what the problem was. I don't know why that was such a bad thing. I don't know what a big deal. I had to learn. And I guess it's a really expensive card that people like to play. And that was the problem, is that people spent a lot of money on Mana Crypt and it was very popular. And then they banned it. So that's the only context that I have for that. This is unranked, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I've never once played a Mana Crypt. I don't know what's wrong with it and why it needed to be banned and why people were mad about that. I could not for the life of me tell you why that was happened. I have no context with which to understand that controversy. There are some auto-include cards in Commander that people know about, and I don't know what they are. Yeah, I wish Standard was more thriving. Sarema. We do this. Boom. We do that. We're going to kill this when it comes down. What's he got for me? Farting Gust. More like Farting Gust, am I right? La 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 la. Reveal it, put in your land. Okay, he gets Kona. Hey, he got me. He gets to do his Omni. What's he get to put down? Omni? He gets to put down Valgs. Got him. Got him. Better do better than that. You got to do better than that to get me. You got to do a little better than that. Let's get rid of... I don't think Egrix. I think Egrix is too expensive. We're at a 2-2 and a 2-3. We could probably add some different types of money to this. An offer you can't refuse. Opt. Flood Maw. Scrivix the Eller. Okay. What would we add to this to jazz it up a little bit, guys? What do we think? Gobin? Fleam is not really necessary. Gravo. Carlo. Mob Lookout. Tyrael. Skullcap. That's not a card. That's a Skullcap Nuisance. Whenever an enchantment you control's ever or fully unlock a room. Not a bad idea. There you go. Good idea, Karl Omenpaths. Why not? So Mana Crypt just gave you a huge ramp. Is that what it did? It was Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus, right? You could just get too much mana too quickly, right? I'm guessing that that was the problem. Interesting. Does it need to be 4-colored, Hamani? Or can it cut a color? Can it stand a color cutter? Cut a color. So I'm guessing between Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus, you could just put a shitload of stuff out immediately. It needs 4C. He's ramping. Hero's Downfall. Let's do that. And solve Stash Skeletons. Doubling Season. Interesting. He's getting there. Okay. Elegy Acolyte. Boom. Case the Stash Skeleton. Boom. Gonna do Vivian Reed. 10.
If you want to scrap, let's scrap. We adapt
Okay,
to any
we do
situation.
this. We say we pay 3 life.
This hustle and bustle's not for me.
Okay, we do that. We go in, pop, pop. Hit, pop, draw Crad. There you go, robot. Got Vivian Reed off immediately here. Okay. Which guy are you talking about? Oh, he's going to put down a lot of... Oh, okay. So this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Friday night. Let's do that one. Let's just hit him with a brush load of smite right there. Boom. You like that one? Hey, what's up, Jar Werewolf? Leyline of Hope. We got some Gemeralds. Alright, let's take it off-road and see what we can do. Is that the fair authority of the consoles? Yeah, it's a different authority of the consoles. It's an authority of the consoles that comes in blue. Which I actually really like for a lot of the aggro decks. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I go first. Okay. We're going to put down that. We're going to put down Case of the Stash Skellington. Esper Origins. Corpse, goodbye corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. What's he gonna do now? Haunt Woods. Say you'll haunt me. Belial the Parched. Could have a board wipe coming up. We'll have to wait and see. Esper Origins. You gain some life there. Goodbye corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. Let's do that, and let's finish him off with a brush load of spike. There you go. Easy enough. Tonight was the 2HG commander for Friday Night Magic. What does 2HG mean? I will ask you this. What does 2HG mean? Oh, two-headed giant commander. There we go. Gotcha. I miss two-headed giant. I used to play that a lot, man. Me and my buddy, Gavin, who doesn't watch my videos despite being one of my best friends, and playing Magic cards. We were a terror. If we ever teamed up, he played Control. He was a heavy Control player, which is part of the reason I don't like Control. We were a holy terror if we ever fucking teamed up. People hated that. Oh man, it was a nightmare. Chairman Meow. Skellington. Duke Skellington. Storm Chaser's talent. Alright, what do we got? If it's a mana, yeah, you're going in the trash. You're going in the fucking wall. Push. Boom. Gotcha. How does Two-Headed Giant Commander even work? That sounds like that game is going to take 100 years. Literally that many years. Exactly 100. Not a day less than 100 years. There's still people, they started a game of Two-Headed Giant Commander a couple years ago. It's still going. That shit is still going on right now. Oh my goodness, too much mana. What a terrible problem to have. He's got none and I got too much. Profs, very nice. Sounds like you're gay now? What? What does that even mean? Boom. How you doing, Seth Maxwell? Storm Chaser's talent. He keeps getting mana, and I keep getting no mana, so I don't know. Elegy Acolyte. Oh, look, another mana. Fantastic. Man, I don't really even want to use my Oh, I made a robot. I don't even really want to use my strat bet. Has any other human on the face of the earth ever heard of has anybody ever heard of Emperor? Has any other single human being on the face of the earth ever heard of Emperor? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sharkmouth. That's literally what I said, is that sounds like it's going to take forever to finish. It's also been called Caesar. That shit is, you want to talk about an insane game. That shit is fucking wild, bro. That's more like fucking a MOBA. That's like a fucking MOBA or fucking a real-time strategy more than Magic, bros. 3 people on each side. The goal is to kill the guy in the middle. The 2 are the generals. And you can block for the Emperor. The Emperor can't block for you. 3 sides. Protect the guy in the middle. Madness. Sheer madness. It's honestly kind of hard to play. Like, to figure out what you should be doing, it's kind of tricky. I'm flooding here, guys. Yeah, Emperor is fun. It's crazy as shit, but it's fun. He is probably going to counterspell me, so let's just get it over with. There you go. We got another one in our hand, it's fine. Unless he holds back on the blue mana here. Surveil. I've never played Star Magic now. So he's going to hold back. He's doing all color. I don't know if he has another counterspell or not. I flooded, which is bad. Still not playing anything. Holding back. Holding out for a hero until the end of the night. We're going to try to get Elegy Acolyte down. And we're going to see what happens here. Let's try to bait some stuff out here. I'm pretty good at baiting. I don't know if you guys knew this. Yeah, I knew he had another fucking counterspell. I'm pretty good at baiting. How good? I'll let you decide. Nah, people never like my shit, bro. I'll genuinely look at another content creator and his video will have the same amount of views as mine and twice as many likes. It's very disheartening. It makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? It's like, Jay, you're doing something wrong. You're fucking up something because people aren't liking your video. That's how it feels. Let's do this. A3 life. Let's see if we can bait something out here. No. Let's get Elegy Acolyte out here. Let's get that counter. No? I'll be like, wow, cool. I got 150 likes on this video. And I got 4,000 views and 150 likes. And I say, great. That's awesome. And then I look at another 4,000 view Magic video, and guess what that has? 300 likes. You still say I'm a journeyman? I'm a journeyman? Not higher than that? Holy shit, man. This guy, I don't know what he's got going on here, man. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this guy's got going on. Boom. Let's do that. What do we want to get out here? Smuggler's Surprise. Very nice. Puts creatures down. Ah, so not at that level that I'm thinking. We do that. Lemon Meringue. Boom. Boom. Just at 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 with is it fun? Well, the real question I had for you was, is it fun to do that? Would you say it is fun, or? Goodbye, corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. I drew way too much mana here, guys. I may have to cut one. Bitter Triumph, we'll take that. We'll take that, boom. There you go. Esper Origins. Real permanent. It's ooh, gets my LG Acolyte there, very nice. Skull Cap. Nuisance. Boom. And 2 green. I don't really know what the fuck this is, man. I flooded out, which is a big problem. And he killed or counterspelled everything that I put down. This looks like it's just one of those, whatchamacallit, one of those saga, not saga, but, God, he has played Esper Origins so many fucking times, man. He has played that card so many fucking times. So many times. Boom. It looks like it's just a lord, whatchamacallit. Case of the Stash Skeleton. Wabango. Yeah, we just drew... He killed all my card draw. And we just drew fucking mana after mana after mana after mana on the natural. So there was no way I could get through. He had nothing but counter spells and board wipes. Not a fun time right there. But, hey. People like decks like that. I don't. You know, I don't like decks like that. Boom, 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 boom. 50 people here and 25 likes, 24 likes. That's a fucking abomination, guys. That's terrible. Y'all really just don't like my shit, man. Y'all can tell me. You can say, Jay, this content is dog shit. It's terrible. I understand. I get it. I don't try very hard, so I understand. Oh, I got the Soul Cauldron. Wonderful. We all know about that, don't we? Gonna do that. I need to pull my Strategic Betrayal. I don't have any artifact crack. We're gonna see here. And you can't even say my name. Are the memories gone? Are you still in frog and a bone? Dun dun. Hesitation. I've become invisible. But you can't even say. It's insane how well that song syncs up with the themes of the game, I would say. Chart a course. He wants to put Vivi in the graveyard. I'm going to hold steady. I think he's going to sweep me here with the burn. Oh, there's Vives. There you go. That's for you, buddy. That's for you, buddy. That's for you, buddy. That's for you, Mrs. Robinson. Where did you go, Joe DiMaggio? Our nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, man. Ops goes first and I'm a little slow. I'll give it a shot, though. Ops goes first and I'm a little slow, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot here, guys. Thank you so much, Death. Mineral Area, did I say hi to you? A Jund player combat off turn 8. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, okay. So let's put down Forsaken Miner. Watery Grave. I can't believe I didn't need to make any Watery Graves because I had all these clue versions. Oh, damn. This is a Cravo Reanimator, so I need to pull a Strategic Betrayal or lose the game. It's one or the other. Let's pull a Strategic Betrayal or lose the game, ladies and gentlemen. Pay to life. Skullcap Nuisance. There you go. Do that. Because he already has Primal Odin in there. Chart of Course. So I really need it right now, because if he has Cravo, if Cravo is his name-o. If I have Corpses of the Lost, I'll hit Corpses. If not, I'll hit Makati and Itla. Oh, man, that's not good. Okay, so we're going to put down... Because he's got Cravo, I'm sure. He's got Cravo, I'm almost positive. No, he doesn't. Okay, Cravo is not his name-o. We really got to pull either a mana or we got to pull Strat Bet. One of those is going to be the way to go here. Oh, we hit it. Okay. So let's do this. Pop, pop, pop. Let's hope he doesn't have a counter spell. No, he doesn't. Ooh, got him. Got him. Cravo. Cravo was his name-o. We're going to say... We're going to hold steady here. We're going to go in. I know he's mad. Your cat demands to land you. Well, you're lucky that you have a little black cat. I have a gigantic monster cat, and he also demands that he use me as a mattress. And he really likes that if he can lay on top of me like I'm a big giant beanbag chair. Yeah, absolute crutch strat bet right there, guys. Holy crap, that was an insanely clutch strat bet. Because he's mad. He rage played it. Now he's gonna salt rope because he's upset about it. Yeah. No, I got him right. I got him in the clutch. He missed it by 1. He had to go find a land. He didn't hit his land. So now he's mad about it. Cravo was his name-o. So now he's going to salt rope me because he's upset. He was supposed to... You're supposed to win... Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but you're supposed to automatically win anytime you play Cravo decks. On turn 4, you're just supposed to automatically win. It's a you win button. And when people can't get their you win button off, they get really upset, man. They just are very, very unhappy. because they're supposed to just instantly win when you play Cravo. That's what people told them. That's what it said on the thumbnail of the video. This deck instantly wins. And it turned out to not be true. So he's pretty upset, you know. So now he's going to salt rope me. He's going to get the saltiest salt. Upsetty spaghetti. This is true. Listen, man. Somebody lied to this man and told him that it's an instant win. Somebody told him, listen, I guarantee there's no chance it won't happen. And lo and behold, it happened. So, you know. There you go. And Cravo was his name-o. K-R-A-V-O, K-R-A-V-O. K-R-A-V-O, and Cravo was his name-o. Damn, I almost got 2,200. That means I only need to get 1,200 for the draft. K-R-A-V-O. Somebody peed in his cornflakes. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna say pay 2 life, put that down. Listen, man, Boros Burn's not the problem. You need to love Boros Burn. Let's put down blue, dabo dee button die, dabo dee button die. Okay, blue goes away, belly all the parched. Undercity sewer. Let's do this. Okay. Brandon Ross. Pinnacle Star Cage. Very nice. Undercity sewer. Let's scry. Get rid of that. Do this, boom, and turn. Do that, boom, take action. Bring that out. I want him to tap out here. I want him to, yeah, there we go. Got him. We got him. Oh, we extra got him. He couldn't have got more got right here. Couldn't have got more got. Look at that. Easy as. Easy as pie. And Cravo was his name-o. Belial's a nice little clutch card, man. Hard to knock out. Hard to knock out as it goes. Ops goes first. I'm a little slow here, but I'll take it. Okay. We're gonna do this. My goodness, that bird was a skeleton. It sure was. It sure was, buddy. We're gonna say We're going to hold steady here. Yeah, it can dupe any token and it charges Belial, as you saw, so you have a real advantage. Razorkin Needlehead. Discard a card. Let's get rid of that. Nova Hellkite, okay. I think we're in a little bit of trouble here, guys. He came out very, very aggro, and we kind of came out slow. Yeah, I think we're in pretty bad shape. We're not really able to keep pace with him here. He came out very, very aggressive, and we're a little slow on him. I had to play a lot of defense. Screaming Mimi. Okay. Gonna go in. Boom. See what we draw here. Under City Sewers, which is not great. 3.6 for Rowangan. Not great, not terrible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be dead here. Almost positive we're gonna be dead here. Skull Cap. Yeah. Yeah, it was a close one. We closed the gap good here, but no, we didn't get it. We didn't get it off. Too bad. Let's see if we can't break it off in the next two games. So, Lightning Bolt is banned in Historic, but Chain Lightning is legal. Which one's Chain Lightning? I think that Lightning Bolt might be legal because they never reprinted it. It's not really readily available for everyone. I'm not sure, though. Hey, Soratobu Maguro. Do that. This is a pretty good hand here. As long as I get the third mana, I think I'll be okay. Deep Root Pilgrimage. I've seen people running this. Creates a merfolk. Okay. I think we're going to outgun him here. Because next turn, if I can get Mockingjay down, it's pretty much cooked. It's Cook City, USA. Yeah. Unless he somehow sweeps the board with blue mana, then he's pretty cooked here. He's too slow. Cenote Scout. Station. Pretty clever. Two. Let's say pay 3 life, kill you. Boom. Solve that. Okay. Mistway Spy. Gotta be playing some Cecil, Saboteur, and Crawler. I know. I like how good Black Aggro is right now. I like Babs. Like the low cost, dangerous cards that you can run are so good, man. Do you know what I mean? They're so good. They're such good black aggro, which is rare we're able to get that, you know? It's rare we're able to get black aggro. This guy's dead, by the way. This guy's dead. He doesn't know it yet. That's what you get for playing Simic, man. Sorry. Had to say it. Boom. All right. We can go for one more, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Wabango. Okay. Okay. Terminus. Alright. A little bit too much. A little bit too much mana. I'm a little worried about that. We can hit him for 9 right now on the good curve. He's got Scavenger Regent. There you go. He's got that going for him. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Auto pay. Gonna hit him for 9. Boom. We'll case the Stash Skeleton him out there. Force of Nature, yeah. Tell me about it. That's a card I haven't heard of in a while. Black Elegy Acolyte. Shoot the Sheriff. Very nice. He's gonna open that. That was a bad idea for him to do. Knockout. There you go. Good one. Ooh, the Ops goes first. You know what? We'll try it. I didn't see Slasher Clones. That sounds cool. That sounds pretty cool. Mako. Profs. Okay, it's a prof deck then. Ooh, we're hitting these manas something bad here, guys. That's the biggest issue I've had with this deck is the flooding, man. 6 mana off the top is not a good fucking recipe for anything, really. That's not good. It's not a good combination play there. He's gonna hit me for 6. Just don't be a mana game. Don't do it to me. There's Vivi. I'm gonna take the 6, bro. Fucking land, bro. God damn, dude. Surveil. Elegy Acolyte. Sure, bro, but damn. Damn, man. Fuck. Seven mana, dude. 7 mana out of fucking 11 cards does not compute. It's to draw a million cards there. I get the Soul Cauldron. It's to ping me. Going in for both. Block, block. Damn, bro. That's a hand-delivered fucking win for Ops right there, man. I can't do anything about that. Fucking hand-delivered win. Hand-delivered win, folks. Hand-delivered win. Hand-delivered win for Ops. Holy shit, 7 mana off the top. Hey, what's up, Xaver? It's the favorites, the #1 Daverites. How you doing? All right, guys. I think I made my point. I mean, Diamond 2, basically, we would have been Diamond 2 if the game specifically didn't hunt me down. A really fun Skeletons deck using a couple of anti-meta things. Didn't really get to use Skrillex, but honestly, MacD is really good, and Bellion does do a lot of work with this, especially combining it with Mockingjay. So I'm happy with the way this goes. I'm happy with how it's happening. I hope you are too. So yeah, we're definitely gonna leave this one right there. But man, it works, dude. I absolutely could see myself going pretty far with this one. So yeah, thumbs up. I'm happy with it, guys. I think that the only thing that maybe I would get rid of, Skrillex didn't do much. MacD actually does work, man. MacD and Bellion do work in this, man. They do. I like it. Because we wouldn't have won that game. We had to do exactly 9, and putting down Mockingjay added the +1 to Bellion, and that made a 3/3, and that it knocked him out in that one. So it's a clutch card, man, when you need it. Yeah, the deck can fly at you really quickly. It can come at you freaking out of nowhere. It can just gun you down, which is pretty cool. We did Salt Rope a Cravo player, which was, that's always worth it, right? Cravo was his name. Titanic Godcore. Oh yeah. All right. What else do we got to put in here? Boom, boom, boom. Do 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 do. Okay. Yeah, no, listen, the bird is probably one of my favorite blue cards. And when I talk about blue used to have a better identity, that's what I mean. Blue used to have a better identity insofar as that there used to be cool cards like that, a card that could come in and imitate anything on the board. You know, it was a clutch player for all places. Like, that's such a unique ability that really only blue could do. And instead we got counter spells and card draw. And it makes me sad that we went to that location, you know. It kind of makes me sad that that became the only thing that it did, you know. Because there's a lot more that blue can do. And I think it's a little silly that it doesn't get to ever do that, you know. Hey, what's up, Wall Street Journal? How you doing? True Yellow Dart, welcome to the show. How you doing? Kona Omni is a pain in the ass, you know? Tragic Trajectory. I really got to do the Hilderblade as well. Yeah, Omni. That was the one card in Foundations. I'm like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing, bro? I don't know what was the calculus behind that one. That we were going to do really well with that. Like, that was so needed. Because I guess the calculus is like, oh, this is what you would call like teaching people the game. You're like, this is a power card. You're not really supposed to, you know, it's a game ender when you can get the game that long if you're somehow learning whatever, if you're learning the game. The thing is when you have that in standard, people are just going to cheat it onto the board. Like, it's gonna happen no matter what. People are gonna cheat that. They have to. They're almost required to, you know, like, they've gotta fucking cheat that card. Destroy Artif. Have any destroy artifact? No blue. Return Artif. Season of Weaving. Yeah, that's the problem. We do Withering Torment. We do Hex. We'll put Secret Identity in there, why not? For funsies, right? Okay, a little bit of sideboard action. God forbid a J villain get a little sideboard action going, you know what I mean? When the fajitas come out sizzling, man. Hey, that's great, Zabritz. I know. We have a little bit in black enchantment removal, but it always costs life. It's always a little tricky. When the fajitas come out sizzling. I don't know why that one gets me. And then Jack's Films posted it, and then people were, like, losing their mind. People are, and, like, not understanding it was a joke. That was just endlessly funny to me. All right. Run the Swarm. Yeah, Run the Swarm does work. We are missing 15 likes. This is true. This is true, guy. It is an endless struggle. It is an endless struggle to get those last likes from you guys. If my channel got double the amount, if my videos got double the amount of likes in the first hour, you know how fucking big I'd be? You know how fucking explosively huge I would fucking be, man? If instead of 30 likes in the first hour, I got 60, be everywhere. Be at the top of every list. Well, not the top, but up there. But what are you gonna do? I should just make better content. All right, here we go. We're gonna go use the bathroom, and then I'm gonna shake it and break it. Hold steady. I'll be right back. I'll turn up the music for you. Dun 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 dun. All right, we're back. Welcome. Simulacrum. Yeah, the artifact deck, I think everyone is tired of artifact. It is a very unpleasant thing to have to deal with. It's just so boring. It wins so consistently. Hey, what's up, the Vodek? We're actually just getting finished. We're gonna do the shakedown breakdown. People are waiting for your Simulacrum and Field White's Typal Arc. Yeah. Yeah, that's not happening. Azorius is villainous. No. Azorius is not villainous. Azorius is tedious. Okay. I don't wanna give it the benefit of the doubt that I don't want to give it the benefit of the doubt that it is villainous. It is tedious. It is bureaucratic. Okay, it is a slow, methodical, boring grind. Villainy, you know what the difference between that? What like a whatchamacallit said, like Megamind said, presentation. When you see my Gain and Drain deck go off for 1 billion damage instantly, that is true villainy. Okay, when grinding someone to a halt for 10 minutes is not villainy. It's boredom and tedium. Actually, I should add that as a draw. Hold on. You give me an idea. Yeah. I should do that as a whatchamacallit. Here you go.
Villain, all right. Just not a
For 2 supervillains.
Oh, you're a villain, all right. Just not a super one.
Yeah? What's the difference?
Presentation!
That's the difference. Megamind had it right all the time. There's a difference between a villain and a supervillain. My other channel, JTedium, yeah. Yeah, that's my alter ego, is JTedium. All right, let's do it here. Let's do it, guys. We have the technology. Switch it. Ready? How's the sound? How's the picture? All good? Here we go. Shakedown, breakdown time. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are running Dimir Dangerous. That's the best I can call it. We have a couple of good blue cards, and I know blue is the least likely thing that I play, but we're going to combine them with our classic Dimir Skeleton deck, which I love, and add a couple of other spicy flavors into it to really bring out a nice, aggressive, and kind of anti-meta deck that does a lot of damage and actually ranking me up pretty good. So before we get down into it, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places. You can hit that bell when you go live, when I go live or post a new thing, and you can be a notification squad and get here first. So don't forget to do that. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. If you want to share a deck with me or you want me to play a deck, Discord is the place to do it. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, please go right down there to my AetherHub or my Mox Field, and you will find a copy of this nice deck for you. So you're going to see, this is the skeletal structure that I always talk about with mono black aggro skeletons or any other color that you combine it with. We're going to have that basic skeleton structure, but we're going to be adding a bunch of other stuff with it to really amp the power and speed that we can do things with. First things first, we're going to go with Forsaken Miner, which is a super useful card because it comes back from the graveyard for black if you commit a crime. Also, he's awesome looking. He's a skeleton cowboy. Like, that's sweet. 1 black, 2/2. He cannot block. He is a rogue, so he's immune to shoot the sheriff. And he comes back if you ever commit a crime. Good stuff. We have a lot of crimes to commit, so that'll be certainly helpful as we go on. Next, we have Mockingjay. 1 blue and X. 1/1 Bird Bard. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any other creature on the battlefield with a mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast this creature, except it's a bird in addition to its other flying. So what that means is that you have any creature, you basically match its total mana cost and it comes out as that creature. The fun thing about this one, though, is that when we generate skeleton tokens, tokens have no cost. So if we generate a token with Corpses of the Lost, that is 0 cost. That means that you could, for 1 blue, you could have a 3/2 skeleton hit the board. Yeah, that's it. That's as simple as that. So it's basically a free skeleton if you already have a skeleton. It's a bird skeleton if you already have a skeleton out onto the board. Really, really, really good stuff like that, because all of a sudden it's a flying, hasted skeleton that can just go in, or any other type that you have right there. So very, very useful card to imitate any of the other cards that you have as we go. Or you can even imitate your opponent's card. So whatever you want, it is a clutch player in this, and it's going to be very common useful when you see the others we have. The other blue card that I wanted to have a good time with right here was Bellion the Parched, which is Hydro Man, I think, from the Spider-Man set. 2 blue, 2/2. Elemental Villain. You know I gotta run the villains, man. Whenever you cast a blue spell, if Bellion is a creature, he gets a 1/1 until the end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap Bellion until the end of next turn. He becomes a land, and then you add 1 blue. So he becomes a land on your opponent's turn, which means he is very tricky to kill. Okay, he is very evasive in that way. You can't really pop him. So you kind of always, at the beginning of your turn, this guy comes back and he can attack again. And anytime you cast a blue spell, he gets pumped. So that's very good. The only way you can kill him is if they have a removal on your turn. They have to have an instant, so he's going to avoid most board wipes anyways. And also he gets pumped for blue. The fun thing about him is we have a couple of blue spells here that will absolutely pump him, especially Mockingbird and stuff like that. Putting down that damage aggressively, keeping consistent damage going down, especially with the other skeletons, is going to help a lot. I think 2 of them is fine. You could run 3, but he is a legendary, so it is tricky to get more of him in there. Now for the removal package, we are going to rerun 4 Strategic Betrayals because the Cravo decks are insane. The Reanimator decks go crazy. So we have to exile somebody and get rid of people's graveyards. We're also going to go with Bitter Triumph right here. We aren't gaining any life with this, but I don't mind discarding a card. There are a few cards that I'm fine with discarding, namely Skrivix the Augmenter and Forsaken Miner as we go. Those are perfectly fine to discard. That one will come back. You can actually do with Bitter Triumph. Target a guy, discards Forsaken Miner, and because you committed a crime while doing that, he immediately can just be played onto the board again for 1 black mana. So it's not a bad one to do for that. Of course, the second part of our skeleton strategy is going to be Case of the Stash Skeleton. 1 black and 1. Whenever this case enters, create a 2/1 black skeleton creature token. So it creates a 2/1 and suspect it. Suspect means it can't block and has menace, so it becomes harder to block, but it cannot block itself. To solve it, you control no suspected skeletons. So if this dies, it punishes people for them killing your skeletons. It punishes them because then you can use it for a tutor. You play 1 black and 1. You search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So you have the ability to grab that and boom, you're ready to go. So that being said, that is another part of our skeleton strategy right there to aggressively put damage downrange. Ideally, your 1, 2, 3 is Forsaken Miner into Case, into Corpses of the Lost. Turn 4, you can almost knock them out by throwing out a Mockingjay and a bunch of other stuff too. So you can very aggressively kill stuff with that. Another great card that I think people are sleeping on, especially in blue, because we already have this in white. Everyone hates Authority of the Consuls. They say it's too powerful. This is Authority of the Consuls that is even more powerful. This is Makdi and Itla Sky Snares, and I think this is Spider-Woman in Spider-Man. Yeah, I believe so. Obviously, it's white and blue, but we can just play blue, which means it will trigger Bellion. Flying artifacts and creatures your opponent's controls enters tapped. This is such a good anti-meta right now, guys. First of all, Cauldron comes in tapped, and those stupid artifact decks all come in tapped. Every artifact they have comes in tapped. So even if they're trying to generate tokens to block you, artifact tokens to block you, the Simulacrum decks, Cauldron comes in tapped, all the artifacts come in tapped, everything. It is so useful. The mana rocks come in tapped. It is extremely useful to have everybody come in tapped for this one. So I actually really like her as a 2/2 flying just to help out with the anti-meta tricks right there. We're going to go with 2 Skullcap Nuisances as well. Nobody ever plays this guy. That's a silly Duskborn guy right there. Look how silly he is. He's just on this lady's back, and he's just like, hi, I'm a crazy-looking dude. 1 black and blue, 1/4 flying Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, surveil 1. We're never going to use the fully unlock a room. We are going to use the Eerie enchantment comes in because we have a lot of enchantments. Case of the Stash Skeleton and Corpses of the Lost are both enchantments, so we do get the surveillability, which lets us pick whatever card is coming up next or dump it into our graveyard. It is also a pretty decent skeleton at a 1/4, kind of beyond burn rage, pretty decent blocker as we talk it, and he'll get a haste from Corpses of the Lost as well. So on the 3 drops right here, of course, we have Corpses of the Lost. This is what makes skeleton decks possible. It's going to be a sad day when this rotates out because it's so powerful. 1 black and 2 enchantment. Skeletons you control have +1 and have haste. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 black pirate skeleton creature token. Remember, a pirate is an outlaw, immune from Shoot the Sheriff. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, you may play 1 life, meaning if anything went into the graveyard, return this enchantment to its owner's hand, and means you can replay it and generate another skeleton. This is really what is going to be aggressively charging those skeletons downrange and putting the pressure on your opponents to really have to deal with all of these early plays, especially if they're like a ramp deck. Not even a ramp deck, but especially if there's like a combo deck or a late game kind of control deck, they have to deal with these hasty creatures that constantly get being generated. It's very tricky. So that's what I talk about with just all of this aggression with these skeletons and not being able to put down blockers. Man, hasting in and everything they try to put block in is tapped. Ooh, that's a deadly combination right there. We're going to go with 2 Skrivix the Augmenters. What I like about him is card draw. Card draw is going to be the high end of this deck. with Elegy Acolyte and Scrivix the Augmenter right here. One blue or black, either one is fine. Of course, the blue will trigger Belly on the Parch. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of your library, put one of them in your hand and the rest in your library. So you get to select a card. Super useful as a 3-drop. However, here's the fun part. If this gets discarded or it gets put in the graveyard, whatever goes, you can exile it, the Symbiote Spider Hero, because the Symbiote is going to attach to somebody else. This is Black Suit Spider-Man, by the way, in Spider-Man. You exile it, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and it gains that ability to, whenever it deals damage, you get to look and draw the cards. Super, super good, especially if it gets killed or discarded. You put it on like one of your Menace Skeletons. The Menace Skeleton pumps up, and you get to choose the next card that you come in there with right there. Also, it's really gross looking. Spider Symbiote Hero, super cool combination play again to select cards off the top. The final card, the final combination play right here is the pale replacement for Sheoldred, but man, we miss her. This is going to be the card draw mommy right here. 2 black and 2 4/4 human cleric lifelink. Can anybody really replace Sheoldred? No, but she is very good. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Already pretty good. A 4/4 for 4 with lifelink that lets you draw cards when anything ever gets damaged. Good. And then you have the Void. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, you create or was warped in, you create a 2/2 colorless robot every turn. So you can always have like a robot going in, generating a token, and you're going to lose a lot of tokens. That stuff is going to die. So if you've hit that Void, she's always going to generate that token and feed you cards. Again, kind of in the high end to maintain the level of aggression that we want, using Scrivix and Elegy Acolyte to continually keep drawing things and constantly push that pressure down on the range is going to be super useful. That's going to be like our goal right there, especially when we're close to knocking them out. We put that aggression down and boom, you have it. So that is going to be that. That is the idea. 5 islands, 10 swamps, 4 Gloom Lake Verges, Undercity Sewer for a Surveil. It does count as an island, a swamp, so it does work for the Verge. And 4 Watery Graves. I did not even realize when Karlov came out, I got all the Clue Watery Graves. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. There they are. Clue was apparently a crossover set. 20 creatures right here from bards, birds, skeletons, clerics, villains, symbiotes, and heroes. 4 instants, 4 sorceries, 8 enchantments, 24 lands, and a 2.2. I did flood a lot. There is an argument to be made about cutting a land from this and maybe adding another card. Could be. Yeah, if you find you're drawing way too much mana, you could cut a land from this and add a few more cards if you wanted to. But it did me very good as it is. As far as the sideboard goes, Secret Identity is not a bad one from the Omenpaths. It does give somebody hexproof, and of course it can immediately pump somebody up to a hero. So if you make up somebody with a base power and toughness of 3/4 that was originally just like a 1/2 or something like that, it really adds that extra damage on there. That's not bad. 3 steps ahead in case you want to run counter spells, but I don't really need to. It does let you duplicate things. Or draw cards as well. Tragic Trajectory for a little bit more void removal. Consult the star charts for that smoother hand draw as well, in case you just really get stymied and you need stuff. Hunted Bone Brute's never a bad thing to put down, especially disguised and then flipping it. And then, of course, utility cards like Nowhere to Run for that -3/-3 that busts through Hexproof and Ward for our for all of our friends who really want to play Sheltered by Ghosts, and Withering Torment to crack open any enchantments that we may run into. So those are going to be your options right there for additional removal and some other fun combination plays. So I had a great time with this. It was a blast playing it. It worked really well. All of the cards had a lot of synergy, and we ranked up pretty good. Let's get into it. Belial Skeletons. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's get to 150 likes. I got one more pack to give away. Here we go. All right, guys, that's that. Thank you all for coming. Smaller crowd tonight, that's okay. Can we get to 40 likes, though? Can I squeeze that extra 3 out of you? You have the link to today's video in the whatchamacallit, in the description right there. But I am going to ask to squeeze those last few likes out of you. I do want you to get used to it. I want you to get used to liking videos. What are we going to run tomorrow? That's going to be the... I might do a mono red. I might do like a dragons or something. I haven't done a dragons in a long time. Boom. Oh, I didn't mean to exit. Anyways, guys, we're going to raid out. Whoop. We're going to send you off on your way right here to who? I suppose... Oh, Numbskull is up. We'll raid Numbskull. What are you doing? Oh, well, hey, Chucky, guess what? It's going to be on the video tomorrow, man. You got here late. You go to the YouTube channel. You turn on notifications, bro. Guarantee you 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, it's going to be a video. You'll be able to watch it over and over again. You can watch all the games right there. All I ask, the only request I have if you watch it, leave a comment and like. That's the low cost of being able to watch it as much as you want. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Adios, farewell, and good night. But thank you for coming, hey, Chucky. Welcome. Hey, goodbye, Abomination, Karl, Lavaface, Block Dragon, Vodek, Alien Chestburster. That's villainous. It's pretty crazy. It's more brutal than villainous. Vodek, Wall Street, True Yellow Dart, Sephiroth is homie, Joseph Stevens. Thank you all for coming. Good night, everyone, and goodbye.